the role which the government had taken over post-Second War. The two activities, development and welfare, and there keeps on, the emphasis keeps on changing with the government. Present government is perhaps more on development side, and it thinks, if development takes place, welfare activities will not have to be carried out to that extent. So good, that is your own calculations. But these two activities were taken up by the state, quote unquote, that means the nations, isn't it, post-war, and nobody could at that point of time say that this section need not do it because the ideological compulsions, because the new light was emerging. However, at this stage, perhaps you have only one model, which is the model of capitalism, despite Piketty, which tells that the capitalism of 21st century will be far different, isn't it? You will have more inequality. Deaton, who says health, wealth and origin of inequalities. The Deaton who got Nobel Prize, that is what the title says. So a lot on inequalities. Perhaps there will still time, then people will start looking with a great dissatisfaction on inequalities. At the moment, focus has been on poverty. So I think anyway, the way it is evolving, this CSR is huge money for the companies which are in field. They have got roughly 10 lakh crore as profits, and they can well spend 20,000 crore. If they spend well, that will be fine. Thank you.
I just ask basic questions.
Yes, please.
Recently, in fact, I am Ashok Kumar, Group General Manager, HR, at Kaveri Asset at the Deep South. We have at our disposal 10 to 15 crores of rupees per year in the CSR. I work at the grassroots level and the planning and execution stage. It's one of my small responsibility which I am having. Now, the concept of CSR has come very recently. It is like a small baby. Now it is growing. When a baby grows, a biological theory, it has a lot of diseases, sometimes growing problems, so many things are there. Same thing happens here also. Second thing, recently I have attended an interview for my promotion to Group General Manager with the government director, with the former IAS officer. I request all the students to understand this. He asked one question. Mr. Ashok Kumar, I tell you that CSR is a bribe. CSR is a bribe. Explain. Because I was telling that we have introduced some CSR projects, sustainable projects. What kind of you mean by sustainable projects? I said that in one area we have selected about 6 villages. We constructed 2,500 toilets. How can you say that the construction of toilets is sustainable? I say that your CSR is a bribe. Basic things what we have to forget, most of the industries, I am connecting it, most of the industries, they spoil the environment. From pharmaceutical industries to oil industries, including my industry. So, why don't you, of course, the Act won't allow you to do anything like that. Because to cover that, you go to school and give some money, you go to hospital, give some blood. How it can be, how it is helping the society? So one way, it is a bribe only. Second thing, in a country like India, it's a heterogeneous society where you have a very, very different type of stakeholders like the bureaucrats and the bureaucrats, farmers, politicians, and the grassroots level. So CSR funds, how to channelize, no one has got any idea. Just they connect a program, they forget it. So all the discussions centers around how to evaluate policy that really, I tell you, the companies like only in India, I don't know how the Companies Act made, the DuPont and the McDonald, they have redesigned their package. They saved not less than $30 billion of worth of money and also environment. DuPont has seen that they have completely changed all the electrical systems. They have saved enormous power, they actually millions of dollars. So we confuse here by giving some charity, we think that is CSR. But the companies have to ensure that they should not spoil the environment. I think the Britain in a coming 10 years, along with, they are going to make a policy, all companies should also publish, along with their annual reports, what is the damage they have done to the society, what are the precautions they have taken. That day is going to come to India also. So what I would request the organizers and the professors here, the origin of, in fact, some of the most influential Nobel laureates in economics, they opposed the industries doing CSR. Because our main, the government basic aim is to, they have to give all the protection to us to increase our production, to more industries, more profits, more industries, increase the standard of